Independence, Ohio, the Cavaliers let it all get away from them at the end of Game 2. Their tempers, their shots, the game. As they get set for Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics while trailing 0-2, the Cavs have thought about why they unraveled at the end of a 107-94 loss in Game 2 and how they might keep it together Saturday night. The whole season depends on it. I think the standard's just really high here, Kyle Korver said. The bar is set really high. Going to the finals a bunch of years in a row, when things don't go the way you want them to, it's like, man, why didn't that work? We just have to learn how to, not learn how to, we know how to. We have to be focused on just playing through mistakes. Kevin Love on Game 3, Cavs vs. Celtics. The unraveling began in the last minute of the first half after building an 11-point lead. LeBron James threw a bad pass that was picked off by Marcus Smart and turned into a Marcus Morris dunk. Cleveland turned it over again on its final possession. An 8-point lead at halftime was an 84-77 deficit by the end of the third quarter, and the closest the Cavs came was 6, and that's when the wheels really fell off. James was called for a foul late in the shot clock against Al Horford, who made 2 foul shots. Junior Smith missed a 3, then he shoved Horford out of the air on a dunk attempt. Then he shoved Smart. By the time the whole ordeal was over, the Cavs were down 12. And then they committed 3 turnovers. Composed they were not. Frustration is always going to happen within a season, Kevin Love said. It's 82 games, there's highs and there's lows. I think the expectation is very high here because of the talent that we have and the group of veterans that we have and what we believe we are capable of. I think any time you lose there's going to be some frustration and ways to get better, and guys need to pick up their level of play, but that's all the way across the board. There is even more to this story. Morris finished in one layup and then screamed in Thompson's face. Earlier, Larry Nance Jr. and Aaron Baines locked up in a tussle for the ball that turned into a wrestling match. Those are a few of the plays that have the Cavs talking about physicality, one of those cliches teams use in the playoffs when they lose a game or are down a couple in the series. But the Celtics' physicality is also forcing the Cavs, even James, into bad shots. Coach Tyronn Lue said the Celtics are pushing James out of the post with multiple, larger defenders. James scored 42 points in Game 2 and 21 in the first quarter. The Celtics limited his access to the post and he wound up shooting 10 threes. He made 5. No need to panic, says Tyronn Lue of Game 3, Cavs vs. Celtics. As the Celtics made it tougher on him, James's teammates largely stood and watched. The ball stuck. Shots were easier to contest and were taken under duress. The Cavs took 8 threes in the fourth quarter, and missed them all. It's actually something we have been working on the past few days, Love said. Making sure we have movement and we're not stagnant. There have been times during this run, especially in the second half, where we have either thrown the ball into Braun or myself and we've kind of stopped. So we're finding ways to get the ball to the next side. For a team that could still reach the finals like the Cavs, it would be hard to find a group with a similar chance in the past that had a season like Cleveland has had to give to this point. In addition to all the roster tumult and locker room drama, the Cavs have been on the wrong side of some lopsided scoreboards. They've lost by 10 or more points 4 times already this postseason, out of 5 total losses. They have suffered losses of 20 or more points 8 times, regular season and the playoffs. Cleveland has also already faced elimination once in the postseason, needing to outlast the Pacers in a Game 7 where James had to go to the locker room late in the third quarter and early in the fourth because of cramping. This is an organization that's been to 3 straight finals and hopes for a 4th. It's a team with James on its side for at least a few more games. The pressure related to James's future is incredible. All of this could galvanize the Cavs for a Game 3 comeback. Or, maybe, the wait will finally be too much. Teams are 19-281 in playoff series when trailing 0-2. It's been a challenge for us all year, Korver said. We've just got to stay positive. I think being at home will help. Having a home crowd behind us. We have great fans and I'm sure they're going to come out tomorrow. Get the best Cavs news and perspective in your inbox at lunchtime every day. Sign up for our Cavs newsletter.